changing the game in applied sports science in Australia and the world for years. The man who is the most passionate coach in the game. The man who is not scared to ask the hard questions to make the industry better. Welcome to his show. Welcome to Ask Woodford. And here's your host as always, Christian Woodford.
Hey guys, welcome to Ask Woodford. This is episode 54. I'm getting told what to do by Kieran already. Don't put your hand there. Don't put your hand there. So anyway, Bryce isn't behind the camera. Kieran's behind the camera today. So thank you, Kieran, for joining us, first of all. You can talk as well, Kieran. You're not just going to sit there. I'm glad you did talk.
Put it on the spot.
Exactly, put it on the spot. So, just quickly, before we begin, I want to thank our sponsors, as always, makeonfitness.com.au for your equipment needs. Listen, I'm telling you guys one thing. We went to the fucking highest length to get these bands. 2 people died on the way to get these bands. I mean, fuck, we had Sherpas. We went up mountains. These bands are, I'm talking shit, but you know what I'm saying. makeonfitness.com.au. Also, Christian Woodford signature series. Thank you, Kieran. I was getting mixed up. They're supposed to be right here next to Jackson, but somebody forgot them. Well, you did forget them. You were supposed to bring them. Okay. Yeah, she's right. So just quickly, makeonfitness.com.au, Christian Woodford signature series. Listen, the best scientifically proven supplements. They don't replace a diet, for Christ's sake, but you know, for me, the important supplements are important. If you do not get enough through your diet, I like them, I use them. Carbohydrate at the moment and creatine. Kieran, email Kieran at woodfordssc.com if you want to stock them. Thank you. Now, episode 54, we had 53 last week with the one and only the legend, the GOAT, Michael Boyle. This week, episode 54, we have a very special guest again. His name is Jackson Tisdell. Tisdell. Jackson. Now, listen, I'll just quickly say, Jackson's 24 years old. He's followed me since I reckon you have followed me since fucking early days. Like, I reckon, man, you would have been 19, 18, gone through uni, I'm guessing. Yep. So gone through uni. Now, Jackson is a podiatrist. Now, before we begin, I would like to say this. I always do say everything starts from the feet. And I always do say that everyone should also, in allied health, there shouldn't be silos, but there should be all working together. And I don't like how people kind of don't stay in their lane. I think people need to stay in their lane, but also we need to work together. So, welcome, Jack, to the Ask Woodford show, and I'm sure this will be an absolute fucking cracker. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
That's right. Good man. Good man. Now, before we begin, let's just talk about, you're only young, 24, right? Very young man. I want you to talk about your background. How the fuck did you do? How did you get in the feet podiatry? How the fuck did that happen? So, explain your story. Talk about it.
I actually wanted to study sports and exercise science, but people talked me over because there's no jobs and all that shit. And so I decided to do something else.
Well, okay.
I decided to do something else.
Wait. Let me just let me pass this. Okay, continue. So you know people used to say that to me, and I knew I used to say to them.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
You know what? I can understand why, but
yeah, for sure.
But once again, Kieran, do you want to say something nice about me at the moment? Hey, keep going.
And I actually saw a podiatrist for my injuries when I was younger, Kurt Robinson, and
shout out to Kurt Robinson.
He told me to do podiatry. I didn't listen to him at first, but then one night I was just like, I want to do podiatry. It was like a light switch came on, and I just enrolled and got in, and I loved it ever since.
Wait, which uni did you do? By the way, where do you live? You've come all the way here. Where do you live?
I live in Foster at the moment, which is 4 hours north of Sydney. I went to the University of Newcastle.
Oh, Newcastle?
I'm a Newey boy.
You a Newey boy. Hey! Mullo, Jared Mullen,
sure, legend.
Mullo, Adam Typaz, who else do I know there? A lot of hot girls I know up there. No, seriously, I do. No, Newcastle's nice, apparently.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, there we go. See, Kieran didn't know that. So, obviously you like podiatry, so you fell in love with it. Yep. Let's talk about, what did you do work? What do you do in exercise science? You do work experience. Where do you just do work experience in a hospital or a private clinic? Or?
Yeah, there's different aspects of podiatry, so you sort of touch on all of it in your degree. So there's hospitals, and private practice, with kids, older people, people with diabetes and all that great stuff, like wounds and that sort of shit.
Yep.
But the area I'm focused on is sports podiatry and biomechanics and strength and movement and all that sort of stuff, which is where I sort of use some of your stuff and my Hobson. They're really good.
Oh, wait, is she a sprint coach?
Yep.
So how do you know? How did you meet her? So talk a little about how you met.
So my final year of uni, I went to Sydney and did some just sort of shadowing with her, and then they gave me a job. So I did.
Oh, you worked there?
Yep.
Well, there you go. I didn't even know that. This is how much research. But that's like, just let you know, I do no research in anyone. I did a show. I remember that show I did. It was for the Hyper Performance podcast.
Yep.
And I didn't even know the name of it. I'm like, what podcast is this? I don't do it. So you work for Renell?
Yeah, with Renell. So I do that on the side I do my podiatry clinic during the day, and then in the arvo/night I do coaching with kids, speed and agility, strength, all that sort of stuff. So
awesome.
Trying to combine the two things together.
Smart. Yeah. Explain a little bit about your podiatry in terms of the profession. So if someone doesn't know, like someone walks on the street, like someone not very smart, like Kieran. Like I'm joking, Kieran. So this is when you got Bryce, because Bryce and I go back and forth. Yeah. But let's say someone off the street, Kieran and I don't know what a podiatrist is. Explain to everyone what a podiatrist is.
So podiatrist is we're allied health.
Yep.
So, and we work on the foot and ankle, diagnosing, assessing, treating, rehabbing, you name it, for any injury, pain of the foot and ankle, and then even further up, knee pain, hip pain, lower back podiatrists can come in as well. So that's what we do. And it's there's a lot of crossover with physio.
Yeah, I was going to say there'd be a shitload of crossover.
Yeah, it's heaps of crossover. But
how do you feel dealing? There'll be a lot of egos involved as well, because I can only imagine in that, especially allied health, and people like to say that I'm egotistical. One thing about me is I'm always willing to. I'm not at all. Once you get to know me, it's just how I am. I'm just straight to the point, how I am, right? But I feel like in the allied health field, everyone kind of like beats their chest, and it's like, and personally dealing with a certain demographic you just explained, they're the worst at it, because for so long they've been told how good they are, and now it's creeping back towards, you know what side, my side, like I always said would happen. Now what's happening is you're seeing a lot of big shift towards, you said it, actually you wrote something really good, you wrote something, you're coming on my podcast and we're talking, being proactive, not being reactive.
100%.
But this is what they wait for. Like allied health is normally reactive. Yep. So let's talk about being proactive. You talked about it's a really good post. Explain the reason why you said that, not being proactive.
It's just logical.
but we're not logical at all in this industry. So we all know that.
If say I get an athlete come in, a junior athlete, right? They've got Sever's disease, so which is the apophysitis of the heel.
Okay.
So that may be related to their foot mechanics or load. So we fix that up. However we do that in the clinic, and then it just makes sense you'd give them off to a S&C coach then to further develop them, because they're just going to get injured again. What you just wrap them give them a band-aid, fix their pain at that point in time. But then holistically you need to get them on board, get the parents on board for long-term athletic development. It's just logical.
But what people don't understand, I think they understand, is we are stuck. Right, you got young kids, so 24, right? There's Jackson at 24. Now, you have to. What people don't understand is we are in an industry that's in the private sector. People need to make money to live, right?
Yep.
Here lies the issue. In the private sector, they want people coming back to them. They don't want to fully go like what you do, pass them on, right?
Yep.
So here's a young practitioner doing what's best. Now, in our industry, what's best is never very rarely done, because it's money. So, since you've been coming out and doing all this stuff and being very vocal on social media, I remember a young Christian Woodford at 25 years old coming out and doing a little bit what you did. You're a lot more nicer than how I did things, and you swear a lot less. Yep. But you've had some, I hate using this word, haters. Let's talk about that, because you've come out and kind of said, fuck it, I'm going to try and push this industry forward.
Yep.
How have you felt? Like, what kickback have you had? What's your, talk about that.
But most of it's been supportive and encouraging, which is really good. You get a few messages or comments of people disagreeing with. That's fine, they're allowed to disagree with me, but then you get the ones that are saying you shouldn't be saying that, who are you, and that sort of thing. But they think that you're trying to be act better than other people. It's not. I'm literally just sharing my experiences, what I'm learning. I'm just documenting it along the way.
Yep. I think what you're trying to do is you're trying to raise the profile of what podiatry is. You're trying to educate people. And I don't know what you're doing wrong. I remember when I came out, I remember my first week at Woodford, I came out and said, I want to become the best in the world at what I do.
So that's the same as me.
So, exactly. I want to be the best at what I do. Yeah, but people don't like that because they're insecure and they can't say it. And I remember how many people used to come after me and say, who the fuck are you? And I said, I'm fucking Christian Woodford. Who the fuck are you? And the same fucking motherfuckers, Jackson, who fucking were giving me shit, said it fucking wouldn't work, guess what you all doing now? Fucking nothing. I'm winning and you're not. So fucking there we go. So kid like you, I respect. So my thing to you is, if you were to go in your shell and be like, I'm not going to do this because of fear out of what other people think, then you're the bitch boy.
Yep.
But you're not. You're being...
You just keep going.
Keep going. Keep moving forward. And my thing is, I got a tunnel vision, be a tunnel vision and have that tunnel vision approach. Main thing is make sure you actually really care what you do.
Yep.
Where do you think the podiatry profession, obviously I kind of thought it was stuck in the dark ages. Did you obviously think the same thing, obviously starting what you're doing? Sure you thought, fuck.
No, I think I came in at a really good time. And, and there's other people like me as well.
Are they your age or a bit older, younger?
Older people as well.
Oh, so there are older people wanting to push it.
Yeah, there's a big push for a bit of change at the moment. So there's new things happening. There's a new group and a new conference coming.
Hold on, wait, hold on. Did I do that podiatry conference? I think,
the association.
Yeah, I fucking taught. Hey, do you know what? Respect. There's a woman at the podiatry, she must have been Australian, they invite podiatry, invited me to talk.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'll go back. They're actually all right. They love me there.
Yeah.
They were cheering. They weren't, but anyway. They actually asked me to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah,
and there's the Victorian one, and then they do an Australian one as well. Yep. Are you involved in that, or what's the...
Yeah, so that's the Australian Podiatry Association. They've got their conference, and then there's a new one as well, the P20, which is starting next year.
You should be getting involved in that, man.
Yeah, we're all trying to work together to sort of, we've got different groups, got different ideas, and we're trying to work together.
You should speak. You're going to try and speak at the event or what?
Yeah, hopefully. Good.
Imagine if you get a big name like, I don't know, see Woodford. Yeah, imagine that. Fuck, huge name. Kieran, get him in. Get him in.
Yeah.
But that was a good conference to go at, because I met a lot of people. Podiatrists are real good because they're open. I like them. They all actually ask me really good questions.
Small profession. We want to push it up. There's only 6,000 or something.
Yeah, you told me 6,000. How many physios are there?
Physios, like 30,000 in Australia. So, not many people. The general public don't really know what we do.
So that's what we're, especially for me, podiatrists are very important because I'll explain this to everyone. And I've used this saying, and I know if you follow me for a while, you know this. Everything starts from the feet, though. Because you think about it. When you jump, when you sprint, when you change direction, right, it starts from the feet. If your feet are off, your whole skeletal system's off. Yep. So you think about it. If there's something wrong with your feet, gait's going to be compromised, efficiency is going to be compromised. So I look from bottom up, but it's also important to understand you need someone who, like yourself, who actually studied it. Is it a 4-year degree, by the way?
Yeah, 4 years. Mine was actually 3 years. It was a condensed degree. But pretty hectic.
Fuck, 3 years into 4 would be fucking...
Yeah, but it is, you're not only a 4-year degree as well.
You know, I did my degree. Have a listen to this. I did undergrad exercise science. I literally turned up once a week and I passed with HD. Because I never went to lectures. I'm not going to go to lectures. I used to listen online. And because I was so passionate about what I did, I'm like, if I didn't like it, I don't like it. You obviously love biomechanics, correct?
Yep.
I barely passed biomechanics. Yep. I love neuro. Everyone knows that. Obviously, with biomechanics, so I'm interested, right? When you do a biomechanical analysis, do they teach you that at uni? Is that something they teach heavily at uni? Or?
Yep. So we've got biomechanics subjects.
Oh, shit. So how many biomechanics subjects did you have?
Not many. I probably did 2. Other universities do more.
Yeah, but you probably like it, so you do it yourself.
I read a shitload.
Yeah. I mean...
Watch videos and go to courses and stuff. You've got to always keep learning.
Well, you have to keep upskilling, which is so important. Yeah. So if you're talking about, your area is athlete development, biomechanics and stuff. So let's talk about, where do you see yourself? You're only 24. Now, I was 25 when I started this, and only the best started gym at 25, and I was 25. Kieran, I'm trying to get Kieran to laugh out of the car. Kieran, what do you think about my skills as a host so far? I'm just trying to get Kieran to talk because he's not saying anything. But where do you see yourself going? Because right now you're working. Let's talk about your boss's company. What's his name? He's obviously...
So this is Talisha, which is a woman.
Sorry.
My first mentor.
So this Talisha was your first
boss.
Yeah. Okay, yep, Talisha. Hello, Talisha. How you going? I might come and visit you one day.
We were here last year. She came with me.
I remember her. Yes, Talisha. How you going? I forget so much shit, man. I'll be honest, I don't remember what I did yesterday. Yeah. And Kieran's like, you have the worst memory. They call me the goldfish. Either that or I just only forget. I forget every day what I do, or I'm late every day. So Felicia's your first boss. I did meet her. Sorry, my bad. Yes.
And so she's doing workshops and stuff now, upskilling podiatrists on exercise and rehab.
Oh, she did tell me she liked that. I do remember she had. Yes, I do remember that. Yeah.
So I'm on board with that as well, helping out with some of those. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So we're trying to sort of push because podiatrists don't do much rehab, so usually shift it off to a physio, whereas we can do a lot of the early stage.
Well, you can do the early stage,
as well.
yeah.
And then we're trying to promote as well the strength and conditioning stuff as
Yeah.
far as working with an S&C coach.
Because it helps in terms of all over, yeah.
But you've got to have an understanding yourself of the whole process. That's why I've done my S&C qualification.
Yeah.
And learning all your stuff as well. So
Woodfordshop.com.
Yeah, but I think when I'm at in Foster, which is a small town where I am at the moment, I do a lot of it myself because it's a small town.
You have to, man.
So I take them all the way from injury all the way into return.
But how many thousands of people would Foster have? It's a low amount. It's a low, yeah. So you have to.
Very small town, but if I was in a bigger city or other podiatrists, physios, whoever, they need to have a relationship with an S&C coach. So I would. The first thing I'd do if I move to Sydney or whatever.
Why would you move to? Sorry to interrupt. Why would you move to Melbourne, right? And if we liked you, because we have a provider, we've got a high caps, you've got a provider number. Yeah. I've always wanted a podiatrist. Actually, Sean Farnham, young Sean, if you're watching this, Sean was a young fellow, he's doing podiatry. I used to always say to him, Sean, when you're done, I'll hire, because you're a podiatrist, you know? I've always believed in podiatrists. Yeah. Obviously, I'm guessing your next step of your career would be to move to either a city area.
Yeah, potentially in the future, yeah.
But you obviously, are you a country boy by...
No, just new boy, so sort of like half-half. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, imagine me in like a country. Are there any nightclubs in that area? Like,
Newcastle.
You have to, you have to ask the question.
You used to work at it in Newcastle.
Yeah, well, not now, because every time I go, I'm always like, 33, and there's 18 and 19-year-olds. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, Karen still goes to nightclubs, and she's 38. I'm kidding, Karen. I'm kidding. So, all right. So you're still, so you're working for this company. What was the name again? I forgot the name.
Yeah, KT's Kinetic Therapy.
Kinetic Therapies.
Yeah,
and you're working for.
I work in Foster for AOL, which is a Sydney-based company.
Okay.
So we're at Foster Tuncurry Sports, which is the clinic that I work at.
And do they get? What are your demographic of clientele? Is it mainly athletes or what?
So we everyone. So
obviously
young kids, like as young as 2 years old, come in. A lot of in that like 10, 11, 12. That's when they start getting their foot problems because they're starting to do a bit more training and stuff, and they're not strong enough. So and then a lot of older population, so 40 plus trying to get bigger or do their training and they break down tendonitis, all that sort of stuff.
Well, yeah, because especially with the foot, especially if they're doing too much training and they haven't really prepared themselves for it. The issues at the foot, stuff like Achilles tendinopathy, or you'd say like it's also example. Jackson. If Brick was up here, Brick actually supinates, walks on the outside of his feet. If you highly supinate, can you just talk about the difference between pronation, supination, and neutral? Because I used to always think that only a small percent have a neutral when they run, and majority pronate. Can you explain a little bit about that?
So it's individual for each athlete, right? So and we're not going to change their foot mechanics if they don't have any problems or they don't have any performance deficits from it. Like we're not going to intervene with how they naturally are. So the pronation is the movement of rolling your feet in. Supination is rolling out, and then there's a neutral in the middle. But podiatrists are starting to move away from those terms.
No, I love those terms.
They're used as like a marketing tool. So
oh, really?
To try and sell.
Well, hold on. Everyone out there, hold on. Let's have a look. Yeah. Showed Jackson this before. So I've had these orthotics. Yeah. But fucking ever, and they're the greatest investment. Is that why they say it, but just to sell shit, you reckon? Like,
they say a lot of, some even in like the footwear stores and stuff, they say you pronate, so you need this shoe. Like, whereas that's not what podiatrists do.
What the fuck? That's how I got sold, I got jibbed. They made me walk, when I was young, they made me walk on that machine thing.
Yep.
So you're saying that's wrong?
Bit of a gimmick.
What? I was so into it as well. So obviously it makes sense though because they're trying to sell you something. Yeah. Do you want to talk
about orthotics and like what?
Let's talk about orthotics. I was more. Can you explain? Being serious, because I never get like one over my head. You know that, Kieran. Yeah. Are those gimmicky the things you walk on a little bit?
Well, they have a place for some people, but I don't think you really need them. But there is new technology coming through with all that sort of stuff. A lot better and stuff, but I don't think.
Surely like a force platform. You walk on a fucking force platform, it could show you. You know what I mean? Like,
No, at the store, you got to remember they're trying to sell shoes at the store. So
what?
What's it there for?
I'm just staring. Look at Kieran's face. Yeah. Kieran, if we went my job, be your job, I was the number one seller. I used to work at Sportsmart just down the road. Kieran used to be a Rebel Sports girl, and I used to be the #1 foot salesman. Let me give you an example. I'll do it for everyone out there, right? G'day, Jackson. Yeah, you probably need, look at ASICs. I'd say a 2010, maybe a Kayano. Listen, it's got the gel AHA in the middle to stop That's how I used to sell. Talking a lot of fucking shit. Well, hey. Results, baby. That's all I need, man, is results. Let's talk about this for a second. So what is this so everyone understands?
So this is an orthotic device.
Yes.
Right? So
I love how Jackson is so professional. He's a professional young man. And if you watch this and his mother or his father watching, I'm so sorry, Mr. Tisdell. Right? Surely they watch it and some people go, this guy he's just an idiot. Do you ever think that, Kieran? Yeah, because you're watching a young man. He's a 24-year-old, young kid, professional. I love it. I want to promote him.
Yeah.
And here's me. Do you ever go, this guy's 33 years old. What do you think, Kieran? I want to know, Kieran. People want to know.
People love it.
People watch me, exactly. But I love it. Do you love the young kids that are coming through?
Yeah.
Kieran? I knew it, Kieran. I knew it. So let's talk about this.
So this is an orthotic, right? So, this is a custom-made one. Although
by the way,
10 years old.
Don't be rude.
You need an upgrade.
Wait, if I send that, can you fix it for me or no?
Yeah, I'll fix it. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it just needs a
Yeah, can you do it? I'd rather you. I told you I don't trust anyone in this game. Or if I give him. So what I'll do is if I give them to you at the end because I don't wear them. Sometimes I do. Could you refurb them? I'll pay you.
100%. Yeah.
Oh, sweet. I'll pump you up about it. If that's your company, do you... Oh, okay, fuck.
Don't have to pay me.
Oh, what a fucking nice guy. The perks of being Christian Woodford, Kieran, remember that?
Thanks for having me on the show.
Oh, what a legend.
I can put like a soft stuff on there, make it all comfy and stuff for you.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Just need your shoe size and...
Do you have orthotics, Kieran? No, in these shoes. But so Kieran's got it. So a lot of people have orthotics then.
What do they do, right? So they redistribute load, right? So they're really important if someone is prone to injuries or they have an injury in a specific area of their foot and we need to shift the load away from that area to take the stress off, right?
Yep.
They can be a temporary thing, so they're not a life sentence, but some people just get them and they wear them forever.
I'll wear them forever.
Yeah, there's no problems, but they're not always a life sentence. So if you can think of them like drugs, Ian Griffiths, who's a UK podiatrist, uses this analogy. They're like a pharmacy for orthotics, there's different types. There's not going to be, say, if you have high blood pressure, the one tablet I give to you is not going to be the right tablet for the next person. Right?
Individualised approach.
Yeah, exactly. So it's the same for orthotics. So what they do is they shift load and try and optimise load in the foot. So if you're injured, or it's sort of like a spectrum, right? So I've read this somewhere as well, but at one end you've got the injury side of orthotics. So if something's under stress or injured, you would shift load away from that. And then all the way out the other end, it's really important to try and optimise performance and function of the foot, which there's not much research for. So as far as improving strength and power with orthotics, there's not much research for it at all. So, but that's the other end
on the spectrum. Yeah.
In the middle, you don't really need orthotics.
Okay, here's a question for you, right? Yeah. So if I wear these non-stop, right, would my arch mould to this, yes or no? I've always wanted to know.
Your arch
if I don't have an arch, right, I've got flat feet, right, and I consistently wear them. If I don't wear them, I feel weird now.
Yeah.
So, will that mean I have an arch now? Or no, it's not going to fucking...
it wouldn't change.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, this is what I always used to think. I used to think when I wore them, if I wore them for prolonged periods of time, just give me an arch.
Yeah, there's no evidence for that. Maybe for a young kid, a real young kid potentially.
True.
No, I don't think it'll change your foot at all.
And do you know what I find funny about these bite marks in this? If you actually have a look, there's actually bite marks. When I was young, I used to bite them.
Oh, from you? I thought it was a dog chew toy or something.
No, I actually look at Kieran.
Stuff.
I don't know. I don't give a fuck. Father was funny. Look at these bite marks. Because I don't know. I just fucking went. I don't know. Fucking. Some kids play sport. I like to bite my insoles, or what are these called, orthotics. Yeah. Move on. Let's just carry on with it, Kieran. But for me, everyone out there, this is serious. I'm trying to be serious. With orthotics, Jackson, I'd be honest with you, these were a lifesaver. Like, man, I used to have, for everyone out there, when I used to play football, I've got my mother's ankles. Thank you, Anita Woodford, for giving me the skinniest ankles ever, right? The second thing is, I've got really flat feet. So what would happen was, when I used to play sport, I used to always roll my ankle. Yeah. And I'm seeing a podiatrist, and first of all, we got the ones that you don't get done with your feet, so these aren't like...
the pre-made ones.
Yeah, but they were fine. I still got them fine. Yeah. And then we went back a year later, and then we got these ones, which are moulded to my feet, and I've not had an issue with my feet ever since. Yep. I used to have ankle issues, Not once, because it aligned me, and this is why I believe in these. But at the same point, which I really like what Jackson's saying is, yeah, you can put them in orthotics, but that's a band-aid. Let's work up the chain, strengthen up the chain.
So I always do so with my initial assessments, I do sort of half of it is pure podiatry stuff with looking at joints and forces and orthotics and all that sort of stuff. And then the other half is I'm looking at their squat, hinge, lunge.
Nice. Big six, woodfords.com.
Yep.
woodfords.com.
So I'm looking at that, and that's what hopefully podiatrists will start to do as well, is to realise that you need to look at up the chain, all the way and up to the glutes. I'm big on glutes.
Oh, wow. We all know I'm big on the glutes, but you know what? People always still want to challenge me. So you know you said that you get challenged, people challenge you. Keep challenging me. Like, I love it, man. Keep saying that I'm wrong, and I'll keep proving you I'm right. At the end of the day, man, I'll tell you one thing. Everyone will shut the fuck up once you get results, and that's what you... Example. Let's say someone comes to you and you fix whatever it is. They're happy, right? They go back to sport, they're happy. Yep. Who gives a fuck what anyone else thinks? Seriously, man. Who really cares? And that's for you, that's your brand. So, I mean, at the end of the day, how many podiatrists would actually do what you're doing? I'll be honest, how many? But like what you're doing, how holistic? Like percent, come on, be honest.
I don't know.
Under 5%?
Yeah, 10. Actually, yeah, probably 5. Yeah.
I know you don't know, but my thing is, I reckon podiatry as a profession, it needs to improve like any other profession. But saying that though, your younger demographic like yourself is fantastic because you want to learn. You've got to want to learn this, man. If you don't want to learn it, you're not getting the best outcome for the patient or the client.
And then I always think like once we fix their injury in the clinic, then what's next? Like, do you want what's next if you don't send them to an SSC coach or do some higher level return to perform strength and conditioning? Then they're just going to come back to you. Like,
Correct.
And you've got to get them out of that. You want to.
It's a cycle.
Yeah, we don't want to get them out of that cycle. You want to get them into S&C, into performing, not getting injured again. So.
He's saying all the right things, isn't he, right now? Now, let's talk about a little bit about your, let's get a little bit personal here. So, let's talk about you got a girlfriend, are you married, are you got kids?
No, I've got a missus.
Well, what's her name? Shout her out.
Danny Slager.
Danny Slager. Hello, Danny. How you going?
She's down in Melbourne with me at the moment.
Oh, she's there. Why do you bring her in?
She's off shopping and that sort of stuff.
I probably wouldn't bring her in while I'm here either. Mate, look at Karen, you wouldn't bring her in with her. Did you meet, so she's a podiatrist or?
She's a podiatrist too, but she's also doing...
Oh, wait, hold on, wait. She's a podiatrist as well?
Keep it in the family.
Keep it in the family. So when you have kids, you can have kids who do a podiatrist. See, my son, just to let you know, and Kieran, and all you guys, when I had my son, Christian Jr., he'll be taking over this joint. Go on, just watch Kieran. Kieran, what do you think of that? Why do you think it's weird? I want to call my kid Christian Jr. My mum says the same. Why do you think it's weird? Why does it matter?
People do that anymore.
Because he's my son. I don't want a girl. I definitely don't want a girl. Yeah, exactly. I just reckon Christian Jr. would just be... What I'm going to do is, if I sit him here, every Ask Woodford, and he hears my voice, that kid will be the best S&C coach in the world when he turns 10. But wouldn't he want his father's name? Would Kieran think about that? That's all I'm saying. Floyd Mayweather Jr. All the best. You know what I mean? That's how I think about it. So anyway, Danny's a podiatrist as well.
Yeah, and cosmetic tattoo artist.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Does she do... explain this to me, Kieran. You know this better. Do they do eyelashes?
Yep. Eyebrows, eyeliner, lips.
They do lips?
Yep, lips.
Well, imagine me.
Women get their lips tattooed. Crazy.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Is that true, Kieran?
To make them look bigger and get the lipstick colour without having to put lipstick on. I think it's nuts.
Is that serious?
Yeah.
Wait,
Can you imagine how painful that would be?
How much pain do they? Fuck, would that hurt, Kieran?
I don't know, I don't get it done.
But you get, bingo. Yeah, filler. You get filler. Does that hurt? No. Do you know, I was going to get filler. Hold on. A Botox up here. All because my mother, yes, she just stirs me up all the time and calls me old. She says, you look old. Thanks, Mum. So that's fine. I won't get it now because look, I go like that. And then someone's telling me, you can get Botox in here. It comes like flat like that. I think Kieran told me that, yes. So she does that as well. Yeah, so she does that. Does she work at the same clinic as you?
No. So she works in Port Macquarie, which is another hour north from Foster. She started a cosmetic tattoo business, Brow and Beauty Suite.
All right, so so girlfriend Danny, your name is
Danny. Yep.
I've just followed her page, Danny. I would like Danny for you guys to follow my page. Coach Woodford, Woodford SSC. And also, Christian Woodford's signature series that Kieran won't let me on. Why won't you let me on the page? Okay, so what is her page so everyone knows? At
Brow and Beauty Suite.
Brow and Beauty Suite. Do you love how nice he is as a boyfriend? What do you think, Kieran?
Very proud.
Do you think I'd make a good boyfriend, Kieran, one day? Do you like how she is, Kieran? I think I'm okay. I'm okay. I wish, when's Bryce back? Bring Bryce back. Oh, well, no, I don't. You know one thing about you, Kieran, I like, you always tell me the truth. Regardless how I'm going to cop it, you give me the truth. And sometimes I have to hear the truth, and my mother does it a lot where she just kind of gives me the truth. That's important for your career as well. Find you've got a mentor, right? Yep. Who's your mentor? Like, do you have like a main mentor?
I've got a few mentors.
All right, well, come on, let's talk about your mentor.
Yeah. So Talisha Reed's my original mentor. She's my rehab podiatrist.
I met her.
Yep, and she's brilliant at what she does.
Yep. How did you meet her? Did you reach out to her, or?
I just did
your placement, yeah.
And I got a job with her, yeah.
Yep.
And then I've got Abby Najareen in Sydney, who's my... he's real like orthotics focused, so I learn all that stuff from the engineering sort of side of things from him. Yeah. And then I've got Renelle Hobson in Sydney, who's the speed and agility athletic development stuff.
Okay, well there you go.
I've got 3 pretty good mentors.
That's you know what? I think at your stage in your career, how long have you been actually practicing podiatry?
2 years now.
So 2 years. Yeah. Jesus Christ, 2 years. I've been doing it 14 years this year. 14 years I've been doing this. So 2 years, and he's already on this show, the Ask Woodford Show. How good's that, eh? So, and did you, for everyone out there, just quickly, and this is kind of like me and the Joe DeFranco story where, well, it was a little bit different where I kind of annoyed Joe DeFranco, messaged his wife first, and then I bombarded him, but you wanted to be on the show to talk about podiatry. I think that's fantastic.
Yep.
And I obliged because, one, I knew who you were, you're a good kid, but I thought it was fantastic that you reached out to me and said that you want to educate, you know, what you said, you're documenting your journey, which I think is fantastic.
Same sort of thing as what Alex did. I'll probably, Alex Sandals.
Oh, Sandals. Well, Alex actually, when he comes back, I'm going to do my final Ask Woodford we were supposed to do a final, but I promised him he wanted to talk about what happened before I went away for a bit and the issues that I had. And because I think it's important, you see on social media, everyone talks about the wins. No one talks about the losses, where I think it's just, if you talk to Kieran, understands business better than I do, because she's actually managed businesses before, a lot more people lose than win. You'd say that, wouldn't you, Kieran? No, but in general, Kieran, small businesses. Most fail in the first...
Small businesses most would normally fail in the first 5 years.
Correct. And I am 7 years in and we are going the top. And I've always said though, Jackson, I've always said, and Kieran, you know, if it wasn't for my dad, I'd be bankrupt.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to be honest about that, but also, I'm probably dead. I'm not going to lie to people. I think Kieran knows as well. If it wasn't my family, my mum, dad, poor Jay Alice, Kieran, poor Kieran, yes. I think I'd be in a fair bit of trouble. I don't think I'd be here. But that's life. But if I can explain that to you and say, that's okay, it's a life lesson.
Yeah, sure.
No one talks about it. No. And I come out and everyone's like, oh, you're so brave. I'm like, well, not really, because I just don't lie. Why lie? I'm not, it's very hard to run a business. And even harder to last. Kieran, that stat, 5 years, apparently. Most don't survive after. It's like a ridiculous rate. Do you want to own your own little gym or podiatry? Is that what you want to do later in the track?
Long term, I'd love to have like a similar setup to you with a facility with squat rack, astroturf, all the rest of it, and like podiatry room, physio room, like all working together. Yep. It's sort of what you
one cohesive unit we could call it. Definitely. One cohesive unit. Yep. Now, before I leave it on that, guys, Jackson. I want, is there anyone you want to thank for your career so far? Now's your chance. I don't know if you said it because you might as well just say it now.
Yeah, mum and dad.
You know what? Mum and dad were important. Do you know what?
100%.
Because they've obviously close to your parents still. Man, do you know what? Enjoy everything your parents done. Just always pay it forward, mate. You seem to be, one thing I like about you, I think you learned from me, I don't know if hopefully you did.
I love paying it forward.
And that's good to do because you know what, how many times, man, I've always wanted, and I might overdo it with Joe DeFranco and Boyle, but you know what, my thing is this. I'd rather do that than not say anything. Like, there's so many people who guarantee will rip off your work, mate, and it's happened to me, I've told you.
See that as a compliment, though.
I abuse them first, though. So my thing is about that is, mate, I've never done that, and I always pay for it. What I like about you is, you always pay it forward, and you're always respectful, and that's all you can be. You're 24 years old, you're hungry, you're driven. I can't wait to see your development over the next 2 to 3 to 4 years. My suggestion to you is come down and do a mentorship because I think you'd be fantastic in it. Well, we're going to do it 20 weeks next year, 2020, 20 weeks. So it'd be good if he comes down because, fuck man, anything, keep taking the opportunities because whatever happens, you're obviously a kid who's hungry and want to learn. 24 years old, we always look out for younger, hungry professionals. So, first of all, thank you for coming down and being on the show. Where can people find you on social media, or if they want to come see you in real life? Like, if there's an athlete, where's your country town again?
Foster.
Why? You didn't know where that was, Kieran. Don't lie. And I hate when you, Kieran, look in the face.
Mid-North Coast, New South Wales.
Did your uncle live there, Kieran? Kieran,
holiday town.
I think Kieran's got a bit of money, so I'm going to marry him. Kieran, can't marry. I've worked that out. I said that to Dad. Dad goes, "Oh, mate, you better marry him, mate, because you'll be in fair bit of trouble." Kieran, do you want to marry Kieran? Oh yeah, sure. Why not? Shotgun wedding in Vegas. Imagine that. Yeah, there we go. Now, so where can they find you? Give me the handle, stuff like that.
Yeah, at Kinetic Therapies AU on Facebook.
At Kinetic Therapies
AU.
Can we, Kieran? Can you put this in the when you put it on YouTube, babe? Can you put it in the bio, please? You haven't been doing that, Kieran. You haven't been doing that though. When you put up on YouTube, this is not, look, just give me an example. I would do it, but it's okay. She's going to crack it here.
You would put it up on YouTube.
Okay, no thanks. Sorry, Kieran, I apologise. Can you just put kinetic therapy in it? I appreciate it. Thank you, Kieran. Yeah, see, I've got to shut up here because I won't do it. She's so right. How did you know I wouldn't do it? I just won't do it, man. I just won't fucking do it. So, kinetic therapies. What else? Brow and what was your missus? Sorry.
Brow and beauty suite.
Yep. What about okay? There's a young podiatrist, man. This is paying it forward as well.
Yeah.
If a young podiatrist wants to message you and email you, give me what's the email? So if you any podiatrist, email him. Let's go.
Jackson Tisdell at gmail.com or just LinkedIn, Facebook. You can just add me on Facebook.
Actually, he's big on add him on Facebook. Big in LinkedIn. Really good. Yeah. And he doesn't swear as much as me, which I kind of find a bit stiff-like. Yeah. But as you go on in your career, what's going to happen is when you get to my age, you're going to be, I can't wait to see you develop because my thing is you're 24 now. I do not want to see you, this is going to sound weird, because it sounds like I'm like his dad, Kieran. Because look, Kieran knows you, but I want to see your growth. I'm really obsessed with people's growth, right? Yep. So from 24, I would love to see over the next 2 years you start to become that, not that it's a big deal, but that figurehead, because you're the one who's got the voice. You have the platform. Yep. I want the platform. I work my ass off to get it. It's hard work. It's hard work. You're going to get the platform. I believe you will because you're not. You're not afraid to say things. Yep. But you're different to me. The reason why I got real quick success, A, no one was doing it, and B, I am very full on and straight. I'm straight to the point, and people want to talk about that. I like you because there's something about you where you do say things that will annoy the fuck out of people. Yeah. Nothing bad, bro, I'm being honest. Because in any profession, people get annoyed, oh, I don't believe in that. Fuck you, who's this 24-year-old to say that?
But then so you just ask them, what are you doing to try and progress that?
Exactly, and they're not, so fuck them. Yeah. So you're doing a good job. Yeah. So for me personally, over next 2 years, you're going to have a lot of development because right now you're in that stage where I was. Yep. You are vocal and you're really pushing forward. I like that, and people are going to get fucking insecure because they're going to go, who's this fucking 24-year-old pushing the profession forward? Like, I've been doing this 10, 15 years, I'm better than him. That's what they'll say. All right, fine. Yeah. Go do it. If not, shut the fuck up and watch him do it. Thank you very much for being on the podcast. I appreciate it. Guys, that was episode 54 of Ask Woodford. Hey, a good guest you literally came on after the fucking goat. Yeah. Like, bro, out of all the places, it goes Boyle than you. Yeah. Here's a guy, 33 years at the top of his game, 2 years you start. But you know what? That's what the Ask Woodford show's about. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. It could be 2 years, it could be 33 years. My thing is, I'm going to give opportunity for people who I like, interesting, I want to learn about. Guys, podiatry is important. After this, you know what? We might hire him. We might hire a podiatrist now. Kieran? Or, no? Darren? We've got a room downstairs. Might as well. I believe in him. Talk about it. Anyway, guys, episode 54. Thanks as always. MacGuyFitness.com.au. Check them out. I appreciate them. And also, someone forgot my supplements. You forgot them, Christian Woodford Signature Series. If you want to stock them, go to email Kieran at woodfordsc.com. I've been your host as always, Christian Woodford. We are the number one in the fucking game. We are changing the game. Thank you, and I will see you next week on episode 55. Thanks, guys. Thanks, mate. Beautiful. Good man.